Hello everyone, it's Quest Conscious here today, and I think Dragon's Dogma 2 will not appear at the Tokyo Game Show 2025, as I've seen Capcom sort of announce the games that are going to be there, and it doesn't seem like Dragon's Dogma is going to be there for any DLC or anything. Now, I think this because apparently the director of the game, the guy who sort of made it, came up with it, he's left, and apparently a bit of the crew that was with him have sort of left too. So it's looking like we're not really going to get any Dragon's Dogma 2 kind of stuff. I don't believe we've had an update this month. We might have had a little update at the beginning, but that's about it. It's been very... it's sad to see this game sort of go the way it's gone. As there is like issues that needs to be fixed, and there's plenty of sort of, you know, things you can do with this brand and the franchise, especially with like DLC, like a bit of Black Isle kind of thing, more enemies, more weapons, more armors and stuff like that. More stuff to do with the pawn system, but unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be happening, and I don't think that anything is going to happen with the franchise anymore. I think that's more or less it's done with itself until the next game comes out, which I think will be a long time. I don't particularly think there's... I mean, it did sell a lot, and it did, you know, there was a lot of, a lot of buzz around it, and people were enjoying it. It's just the performance that let it down, which made people not want to buy it, refund it. So I think with sort of those sort of things, yeah, it's going to hamper a game, but I think it ultimately did well. It's just a shame that we haven't seen any follow-up DLC or, you know, more updates and stuff to add like a hard mode or anything like that people been asking for. And the Capcom know that they want stuff from previous experiences, you know, like the hard mode or the bit of Black Isle and stuff like that. Ultimately, I don't think it's going to happen at all. Mainly because, like I said, the team's not there anymore, the creator's not there anymore, so Capcom's got to do a lengthy process of like, oh, who liked Dragon's Dogma that much that they will be willing to take the reins and all that stuff. So yeah, apparently someone did take over, but I'm not too sure if they're going to be, you know, doing much more. I do feel like they're concentrating way more on future titles. And I think that's probably where they're going to be. They're going to be like, all right, let's cut our losses with Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't think we're going to make anything, and I don't think it's worth making anything. And they're just going to, you know, continue making their other games and stuff that have a little bit of sort of fan nostalgia and stuff like that, and fan like, you know, like, oh, we love this stuff. So yeah, so they're going to probably do that. And yeah, and leave Dragon's Dogma 2 in the dust, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyway, that's all from me. I'm probably going to, you know, let the video play for a little bit. I'm going to show some gameplay of Dragon's Dogma 2, just running around for the rest of it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, it is a real shame that Dragon's Dogma 2 isn't going to be, you know, around for more DLC and stuff. It's not there in the, you know, in the show listing or anything like that. Not even like a mention of, oh, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be here. It'll be another sale or something, or we'll show off a little bit just of gameplay and stuff like that at the, you know, of the game, so it might generate more interest, more sales for the game. No, it's more or less being struck off, I think. And which is a shame, because we thought we would see some Dragon's Dogma 2 somewhere. You know, like Gamescom or something like that. But unfortunately, we haven't, and it's very disappointing, because it is a generally fun game with the combat and the climbing mechanics and stuff. It's a shame you can't climb up cliffs, because I would have loved that, and get to different spots and stuff. But yeah, you can't. Anyway, that's going to be all from me. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Do think about like comments to put in of what you would have liked to see and how disappointed you are, because if we make enough noise, maybe they'll do something. But I mean, there has been the Arisen Once More sort of movement, but unfortunately, I don't think they've kind of like, oh, let's listen to our fans. They've more or less sort of been like, yeah, there isn't an audience for here. I mean, there's a massive audience for Dragon's Dogma 2, and people really like it. I really like it because, you know, you get to make your character, and the character menu is crazy, so you can really pull off amazing things, and then you get to make your best friend, your sidekick in this game, and you can sort of play it that way and stuff. And it's pretty cool. It's interesting. I like it. The quests are, you know, it's fetch quest and go here to kill that kind of thing. There should be more built upon that and stuff like that. You know, maybe you do some investigation quests, or there's a cult that worships the dragon kind of side quest. You know, just things that are like more from the first one, because the first one had so much. I felt like it was really good. There was some interesting cinematics, interesting story threads here, but unfortunately, they're not. They didn't appear in this game. All the interesting threads, like they wanted the court sort of, not court, the kingdom, like, you know, Game of Thrones kind of intrigue kind of thing. And they wanted to make it like, oh, you need to take down Disa by doing these things, finding evidence that she's been dodgy and stuff like that. But we never got a payout. But, you know, that's something that I really wanted. And then you'd be like, okay, you're the sovereign, and you get to make choices about your kingdom and stuff. You know, like, or you know, stuff about like the moon, like you can improve the slums, put the walls back around it, or, you know, they're just the kind of things that change up the game. You know, like there's actions and consequences, and if you decide not to, monsters will invade the lower section and stuff like that. And you know, you'll lose some NPCs that you did some quests for and stuff. Whilst if you had the money to, you know, fix up the walls and there's so much they could have done. And to be honest, I don't think it's that hard to code. It's just be like, you know, filling up. Oh yeah, the player has this amount of money. Take that from this amount of money. You know, add this here. Disable event of monster attacking and stuff like that. And, you know, you could be like, oh, NPCs show gratitude when this event triggers, and stuff like that. And it's just like, you haven't done it. I haven't done it, sadly. But it's just a massive disappointment, the game is. I really love it, but I really hate it at the same time, because there isn't much more of it. And I just want, you know, Arisen's want more. And we should really get more, because, you know, Capcom can make money from this. There are thousands and thousands of people that want more from this game. Like, it sold 3 million copies, maybe more now. So I do think it deserves more chance, you know, and Capcom likes making money. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all from me. That's my rant. Do let me know what you think of the game, what you would have wanted and stuff like that, and why you think Capcom hasn't really interacted anymore, like making more stuff. And why is Capcom being so, you know, why are they not being like, yeah, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to communicate? They're just kind of silent and not really addressing things. It's weird. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Good morrow, everyone. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?